time that we make some improvements, a lot of needed improvements in our school district.
The buildings are very old. They haven't changed in all these years. We have children who can't get to a toilet if they're in a wheelchair. We have fire escapes that are rusted so badly that no one dares step on them.
This bond is critically important because our buildings are between 70 and 110 years old, and a lot of the infrastructure is just nearing the end of its useful life.
Our schools have not been up to code, and it's time.
We really looked at what was in those two other bonds and narrowed it down to the essentials.
We had to go into thinking about health of the children who are in these classrooms that have no ventilation or poor ventilation.
We had Homeland Security take a look at our buildings and what they thought we needed to address in terms of security, and we kept those in the forefront of our mind.
We heard the community in saying that it was just too much at this time. But we also feel it's important to address these issues. They're not going away. The cost will only increase.
The doors in the classrooms need to have the windows made smaller, be reinforced, have them measured so that if someone does approach a door or a window, reinforced windows, that they can't get to those students.
Our doors don't meet current school safety standards.
We unfortunately are in a position now that we have to be able to do lockdown for our children in terms of the schools. And in order to do that in an appropriate manner, we had to redo our doors, we had to redo our windows.
Right now we have to put mobile air conditioners in rooms for students that require air conditioning, and that becomes a fire and safety hazard. And without clean air and circulated air, we have to open windows, and that becomes another security issue.
The science labs are original to the high school. They look exactly the same as they did when I graduated in 1994.
From the educational standpoint, we've had children being educated in basements in the elementary schools.
Art and music are literally on a cart. In other words, the teachers have to travel either to the cafeteria in Connolly School or other areas of the building. That's sending the wrong message.
Each building has a different ventilation system, and none of them work properly.
The buildings are the original systems that are constantly breaking down. They've caused classroom disruptions. They've caused floods that have then required additional repair.
For health and safety reasons, we felt the HVAC in all buildings had to be brought up to a better level.
The community will realize that by taking care of our schools, you're taking care of the community.
I hope that the community looks at this bond and that it brings us together.
I am confident that the community will come together, that spirit of Go Big Red.
I think the bond will give that opportunity for our district to shine and to put in all the improvements, educational improvements, safety and security improvements that are greatly needed.